Welcome back to the channel. The story of the Volkswagen Beetle is one of the most fascinating in automotive history. Few cars can claim to have touched so many lives, across so many generations, with such universal recognition. The Beetle was never about being the fastest, the most luxurious, or the most technologically advanced. Instead, it stood for accessibility, friendliness, and individuality. And now, in 2025, we find ourselves at a moment where that timeless idea is being reimagined for a new era. The world has changed, cars have changed, and our expectations of mobility have changed. But the essence of the Beetle remains, a car for everyone, with a soul. The first thing that strikes you when you see the 2025 Beetle is familiarity wrapped in surprise. The silhouette immediately whispers Beetle: rounded roof, curved fenders, compact stance. But look closer, and you realize this is no retro throwback. It's sleeker, more aerodynamic, more fluid. The design has kept the charm but stripped away excess. The headlights are not round in the old sense but reinterpret that circle with slim, ring-shaped LED halos. They glow with a soft signature, almost like eyes. The hood is short and tidy, the bumper carved with clean airflow channels, and a thin light bar stretches across the nose, reminding you that this is a Volkswagen born in the electric age. From the side, the proportions feel playful but purposeful. A short overhang front and rear keeps the car compact, yet the wheel arches are bold, framing large, flush-fitting wheels that enhance efficiency while nodding to the Beetle's sturdy stance of old. The roofline is unmistakable, a perfect arc that tapers gently toward the rear hatch. Instead of the clunky bulge of the past, the rear feels sculpted and taut, with a gentle integrated spoiler. Slim, horizontal tail lamps sit like jewels, each carrying a soft glowing circle that pays homage to the past while pointing to the future. Step inside, and you are welcomed into a cabin that feels equal parts nostalgic and futuristic. Volkswagen has embraced minimalism, but not at the expense of warmth. The dashboard flows in a single horizontal sweep, broken only by a wide floating display panel that integrates both driver information and central infotainment. Unlike many cars today that drown in screens, the Beetle's approach feels thoughtful. The screen is intuitive, with customizable themes, including a retro analog mode that brings back classic Beetle-style dials in digital form. The steering wheel is compact and two-spoked, echoing the simplicity of the original, but lined with discrete haptic touch surfaces. Materials are sustainable and tactile, fabrics woven from recycled plastics, natural fibers, and leather alternatives that still feel premium. Ambient lighting is subtle, with customizable hues that set the mood. Even the seating reflects personality. Playful contrast stitching, fun color accents, and ergonomic shaping that makes the car feel like it's hugging you. It is unmistakably modern, but it has character, something too many electric cars lack today. Driving the 2025 Beetle is a revelation in its own right. At its core, this is a compact electric car, built on Volkswagen's updated modular EV platform. That means a flat battery under the floor, a low center of gravity, and near-instant torque. In everyday driving, it feels sprightly, zipping through city streets with ease, merging onto highways with confidence, and cornering with surprising agility. It's not meant to be a sports car, but it doesn't have to be. What it offers instead is lighthearted fun. Every press of the pedal feels eager, every turn of the wheel responsive, every journey a little more enjoyable than you expected. Range anxiety? Not really an issue here. With battery options topping out around 300 miles, the Beetle has enough stamina for commutes, weekend getaways, and the unexpected detour. And when it's time to recharge, fast charging capability means you can go from 10 to 80% in under 30 minutes at a DC charger. More importantly, the car is designed to make charging part of the lifestyle. Its onboard software suggests nearby stations, calculates the most efficient routes, and even recommends coffee spots while you wait. It's seamless, effortless, and integrated into the everyday. But the Beetle was never only about specs. It was about personality. And here, Volkswagen hasn't forgotten. The car is filled with delightful touches, hidden Easter eggs in the software, playful chimes when you start the car, customizable profiles that let you set the mood with one touch. Even the startup animation on the screen is fun, a little Beetle outline rolling across the display before transforming into your car's color. It's these touches that give the car character, reminding you that it's not just transportation, it's part of your story. Safety and technology are, of course, up to modern expectations. Driver assist features include adaptive cruise, lane centering, blind spot alerts, and automated parking. But unlike some cars that overload you with constant warnings, the Beetle system is designed to be calm and helpful, almost like a co-pilot. And if you want to let the car handle more of the drive, semi-autonomous capability takes the edge off long commutes or traffic jams. The heritage of the Beetle weighs heavily in any revival, and Volkswagen's designers clearly understood this. Throughout the car, small callbacks to the past are woven in. The shape of the door handles recalls the simple loops of the original. The upholstery stitching forms subtle wave patterns reminiscent of the Beetle's curves. And in the infotainment, there's a classic Beetle mode that plays engine sounds from historic models, the air-cooled putter of the original, the smooth hum of later models, even the playful tone of the 2000s new Beetle. It's not just a gimmick, it's a bridge across time. More than that, though, the Beetle has always been about community. This new version embraces that by integrating connected features that allow Beetle owners to interact. A digital Beetle Club Hub lets drivers share routes, plan meetups, and even customize virtual stickers that appear on their profile when other Beetles are nearby. Imagine driving through the city and your Beetle cheerfully notifying you that another one just passed, with a wave animation on the dash. It's quirky, it's unnecessary, and yet it perfectly captures the Beetle's essence. On the outside world stage, the 2025 Beetle sends a strong message about Volkswagen's direction. This isn't just an electric car. It's a cultural symbol reborn for sustainability. Its materials are environmentally friendly, its drivetrain emits zero local emissions, and its manufacturing processes emphasize recycling and efficiency. It's a small car with a big purpose, reminding us that the future of mobility doesn't have to be sterile, corporate, or soulless. It can be charming, inclusive, and fun. When you drive it, you understand why the Beetle has endured for generations. It makes you smile. It invites conversation. Strangers glance at it and nod knowingly, recognizing the heritage, appreciating the reinvention. It's a car that feels approachable, not intimidating. A car that feels like a companion, not just a machine. And perhaps that is the greatest triumph of the 2025 Beetle. It doesn't just resurrect a nameplate. It revives a feeling. It captures the joy of motion, the warmth of design, and the spirit of belonging. It is proof that even in an era of advanced technology and shifting priorities, there is still room for charm. There is still space for cars that remind us to have fun. As we close this chapter of the story, one thought lingers. The Beetle has never truly been about the past or the present. It has always been about continuity, about carrying forward the values of accessibility, community, and joy into whatever comes next. And in 2025, it seems that mission is alive once more. So here it is, the Beetle Reborn. Electric, modern, sustainable, and yet unmistakably itself. A legend that has found new life, not by clinging to nostalgia, but by embracing the future with open arms. A reminder that cars can still make us smile. Would you drive the new Beetle? What would you customize? What would you add? How would you make it yours? Because after all, the Beetle was never just Volkswagen's car. It was everyone's. And in 2025, it just might be again.